This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. And he takes this from inside the 5. The Panthers offense will have first crack at this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's
breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will have its first possession of the game. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Kennesaw State right back to work.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the run. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So,
touchdown, Panthers. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to find a spot in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
A throw on first down on the first play of the drive, and I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play, and what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else, but in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot, and I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
From the gun, the ground game. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Kennesaw State right back to work. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Herbstreit. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. A low line drive and short kick. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
On the option. Now the pitch. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He caught it. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays. And
he rolls into the house. Touchdown, FIU. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
To the air, it's Herbstreit. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. That'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on second down for this offense. Using the quick game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw again. Quick strike complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida International.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had. Turning it on!
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to throw, it's Herbstreit. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Swings it out to his running back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Fires to the right. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well give it to him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to... Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming.
Breaks into the open.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The option look. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run from the shotgun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
this is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Gets it to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Second down coming up. On the option. He'll toss it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's another FIU.
And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. with a first down in the final period. The give on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Now on the option. Touchdown, FIU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. There he goes! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming in.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that triple option is exactly what it sounds like. You have the dive, the quarterback run, and the pitch. And the QB was a little bit confused what to do.
And you wondered if he would have had an opportunity to get that pitch off. But how are they going to get this option game going?
I got to do a really good job with my quarterback threatening that guy. I can't let him sit on the line of scrimmage and play patient where he can play me and slow play. I got to make him come to me, and then that pitch works a little bit faster.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with...
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long.